Score, set, go.
This story is starting out in Cream Ridge, New Jersey. Of course, we're not at the beginning of the story. We're not at the end of the story because we don't know what the end of the story is going to be. But we're at a good part in the story. We're at Bobby Banham's shop up here in Cream Ridge, which is about central, just east of Trenton. And I'm leaning on Tom Morrow's car. And if you happen to be at the National Streetcar Association's Cecil County event, which is a third stop on our 8-race tour at Cecil County Dragway last weekend, you'll know Tom was involved in an unfortunate incident. Happens to a lot of us. And I want to show you the good part of the story, because a lot of people just like to throw up crash footage and everybody dies for it to look at it. But there's a lot better story here than just showing the crash footage and Tom. You're not going to see it quite yet anyway. This is Bobby Banham right here, and you guys got a nice shop, or I should say you, because it's mainly you just working here, right?
Yes, it is. Just me, and I have a couple part-time employees.
Okay, well, let's get into what you do right here for a living.
I build race cars. I do general repair work, racing engines, complete cars. Don't do any fabrication work as far as chassis work or things like that, but as far as set up cars and plumb nitrous fuel systems, wiring, install the engines, build the engines, all right here in my shop.
Okay, and the phone number's right down the bottom of the screen there for you. Now we can get into the good part of the story. We're 3 days after Cecil County, and a lot of people stepped up to help Tommy out.
Yeah, everybody, a couple friends, we're all a pretty close-knit group. A couple of my good friends and Tommy's good friends stepped up and started calling a few people here and there and just asking for a small donation, and it kind of turned into to quite a bit. I mean, we got at least 25 to 30 people that stepped up to give a few dollars here or there. It doesn't, whatever you can afford is great. I don't know, it's probably one of the nicest gestures I've ever seen as far as coming from the racing group. I mean, it's nice to know that we're still that close-knit and, all friends and buddies and can help one another. He's at a standstill for words. He don't know what to say or what to do. He's very appreciative, obviously, of anything we've done and anything else that anybody else is going to do. So we're just hoping to get him back to Michigan in a week and a half from now. So
yeah, and it kind of looks like he's going to be there. But let's talk about his new car now, because I don't want to trash his Monte Carlo. Well, now it's kind of trash, but because he had bought that new, from what I heard.
Actually, I believe his father bought that new. His father had it for a year and a half or so, and then Tommy took it over and had it ever since. It's a car's in '86, so that's almost 20 years. He's done everything from street race it to drag race it to flip it over a couple of times. He's sad to see it go. I think it's, well, not the right way to say it, but it's on to bigger and better things. I mean, the car he's got now is a much better car, much safer car, and should be a faster car. So for what he wants to do, it should be a better deal for him. I mean, it's not the right way to do it, but it's what we ended up with. So
now that car is your old car that you had sold to somebody else, because there's a little story that goes with that.
That car is my old car. I raced that car for about 8-10 years. My father actually bought that car brand new from the factory, and now Tommy's got it. It's a perfect car for limited street. What I was trying to do with it at the end was try to go 740s or 750s with it, which it just wasn't capable of doing. We had gone consistent 770s with it, so we had a big block in it. So I think with the small block, with the power he's got, it should be a good car. It should be a consistent car, and it should be a much safer car for him. So we're looking forward to it.
Hey, well, I want to thank you because this was all last minute. I just happened to be up in the area, and I thought we got to make the story good out of it because you always see the horrific parts of it on TV for the sensationalism, but you never see the good part of it where a lot of you guys that are watching this stepped up and really helped Tommy out.
Yeah, I'd like to personally thank anybody who is helping out or will help out. Thanking him for Tommy because he's not here right now, but I know he's very thankful, and it'll show. And we're going to do something for everybody that's helped. We don't know exactly what yet, but some kind of big party bash, whatever we can come up with, and see what goes on from there. Because you can never repay somebody back for a gesture like that. That it's going to get him back out racing within 2 weeks because we're going to have the car done and in Michigan to race. So I'm looking forward to it because we should be pretty fast with it, especially in this other car.
That is definitely cool because we're 3 days later, we're Wednesday, and his drivetrain is already in it, right?
Yeah, the engine's in. We just got to test fit some other things to make sure everything else fits, but the car, has been together with a small block in it before, so there shouldn't be too much things to make fit or modify. Everything else is pretty much just a bolt-in for the car, so the car was intact as far as the drivetrain, except for the transmission was in the car. From back when I used to run it, and nothing was touched. The car hasn't been run since I ran it last with my big block in it. So we're not too far off as far as getting it set up and getting it going.
There you go. Unbelievable stories that you actually see the good part of it here. Bobby, thanks a lot. I know you guys were beating the late night candles here last night.
Yeah, Monday night we were here till 1:30 or so, and then and last night we were here till about 2 a.m. We disassembled his car last night and actually set the engine in the other one. Luckily, the car is demolished, but the engine is actually untouched. It doesn't have a scratch on it, which I can't believe. But the engine's actually sitting in the other car already, so we're ahead of our schedule that we had set out once we decided to do this, which he didn't know about it till Tuesday afternoon. We surprised him with it. He didn't know about it until we actually had the car in our possession, and all this was taking place without him knowing. It's kind of almost like a surprise party kind of thing. He came in last night and was very overwhelmed. Didn't know what to say. Didn't know what to do. Because he knew what we went through to get it done or to get the car to us within a day. We actually picked it up Monday night. Jerry and I went and picked it up on Monday night about 9:30 at night. Went to pick the car up, and he now the engine's in it a day later, or a day and a half later. So we're pretty excited. We're very excited for him and again, very happy and very thankful for people who stepped up to the plate and give a few dollars here or there. So we're very thankful for that.
There you go. Thanks. I hear your phone ringing, and you're a one-man band, so you got to get the phone. And hey, this story is still not ending because now we can finally go to the footage for all you guys that were waiting there for.
Personally? No, the crew, the crew would be great. I mean, the car basically just came out with a new bullet in it. Haven't built all my engines. They always will. And the car just making big power. The car even got new suspension in it. The car came out, just spun left. I tried to get it back in the groove and it didn't want to come.
You did everything the right way. I was waiting for the chute to even pop out. No, I'm not kidding. I was waiting for that next because you got your hand.
You didn't get it out fast enough.
You got your hands full. You're going both ways, and I'm going. The chute's got to come out. He's got to go to the chute, and then all of a sudden, it was almost so controlled. Man, I don't know if you've seen it on
I know
film.
I had it myself. We've been able to. The car came around like I had it, and all of a sudden it just went hard right. When I seen it go sideways, I knew it was going to go over. It's just a shame. I had the car since '86. I love the car. My engine person Bobby always fought me on it. You should be racing this tank. You should be racing this tank. But you build what you like, and that's what I like. It's a shame, but now the car. But the motor, everything looks fine and everything like that. Something up our sleeve from Michigan, but
I hope so. I hope everything comes together. Jerry still got a car?
Jerry is ready. We had Jerry's car almost ready for this race. There's so many stupid little things.
How about Jerry's old car?
Jerry's old car is still sitting in a trailer, actually. It's up top.
Well, you never know.
Core, set, go.